Hello, hi. As you all know, we have completed the entire discussions about the genuses that are present in green algae starting from Volvox till Spirogyra. We have uploaded the videos along with simple and easy to reproduce diagrams and short notes. Now coming to the only life cycle that we have seen in Xanthophyceae, that is Vaucheria. Vaucheria is an alga belong to yellow-green algae that belongs to the class Xanthophyceae. It is commonly known as water felt. Okay, it is commonly known as water felt. You can see that it is forming a mat-like structure on the substratum where it attaches. See this mat. Okay, so this is called water felt. Now coming to the remaining features of Vaucheria, it is having certain unique features when we are comparing that with other algal genuses. First of all, it is having a structure which is cenocytic and siphonaceous. What is cenocytic? Cenocytic means there is multiple nuclei present within the thallus, but there is no septa. You imagine the Spirogyra and Didogonium where we see similar structures with end-to-end cells connected, and each cell was having single nucleus. But in the case of Vaucheria, the entire thallus is aseptate, but there are multiple number of nuclei. This condition is known as cenocytic condition. That is multinucleate condition with no septa. That is cenocytic. Then we have the same figure is here, but it shows the vacuole also. That's why you can see it here. You can see in between the protoplasm, you can see a single hollow space that is known as vacuole. In the thallus, you can see a vacuole which is ranging the entire thallus, and in between this vacuole and the cell wall, you can see the protoplasm. This protoplasm, which we are seeing on the either sides of vacuole, is having multiple number of chromatophores and multiple number of nuclei. What are chromatophores? Chromatophores are disc-shaped chloroplasts which are having chlorophyll A and E and certain accessory pigments like xanthophylls, carotenoids, etc. So this is about the thallus structure, and apart from that, you can see the reserved food material is oil. Okay, this reserved food material is oil, but if abundant sunlight is available, we can see this particular accumulation of starch, just like we see in chlorophyta groups. But in the normal cases, we see the reserved food material as oil. So this is one thing that you have to remember. Then you can see that the structure is having erect and prostrate branches. These prostrate branches are attaching to the substratum through rhizoids. And coming to the habitat of Vaucheria, you can see this in freshwater condition and even in marine condition. For example, Vaucheria hemata, Vaucheria hemata will be seen in marine environments. Then the Vaucheria species like Vaucheria terrestris will be growing on damp, moist terrestrial soils as well. So this is about the general features and thallus structure. Now you can see that this is the thallus structure, and the reproductive structure will be seen in the same thallus and closely located. This is the antheridia, this is the archegonia. About this we will see during the asexual reproduction session. So this is about the general structure. I have uploaded this drawing to make sure that you can easily draw this in exam hall. You can easily reproduce this thing. You are drawing a prostrate branch, then you are drawing an erect branch, then you will be showing the vacuole, you will be showing the chromatophores and nuclei, and you will be showing the antheridia and archegonia. Antheridia is a tube-shaped structure, archegonia is a spherical structure with a beak. So this we will see in the upcoming sessions. This is a summarized version of the life cycle of Vaucheria. In life cycles, we have to show the asexual cycle and the sexual cycle. We will explain this in different lectures. Now coming to the general features, I have already discussed this thing. It is commonly known as waterfowl. It is having multiple habitats. Then around 54 species of this particular genus is known worldwide, out of which only around 19 species are found in India. So this is the systematic position, as we already discussed. In every algal genus description, we have to write the systematic position. But in the case of Vaucheria, there is a dispute about the systematic position. We know that two persons, Fritz and Smith, have given systematic position of the plants, and in that Fritz has classified this particular Vaucheria under Chlorophyta, okay, and Chlorophyceae class, and he has kept it under the order Siphonellis. Because of three reasons. Why siphonal is ordered? Because it is having a central vacuole. Why chlorophysi? Because it is having a filamentous thallus, as in Oedogonium, Spirogera, etc. And the presence of flagellated zoospores, just like as in other chlorophyta groups. But why Smith has kept it under xanthophysi? Because its reserved food material is oil. Okay, in chlorophyta group it is starch, and it is having pigments as chlorophyll A and E, not chlorophyll A plus B as in the chlorophyta groups. Then it is having xanthophyll pigments as well, which is the characteristic feature of xanthophysi group. So because of these two debates, this particular systematic position is debated. But one thing is important, though we are now following by classifying it under xanthophysi by following Smith classification, there are two important differences which disputes even this decision. That is, if it was present in xanthophysi, it must have contained the pigments like siphonin and siphonoxanthin, but this is absent here. It is having xanthophylls and carotenoids, but it is lacking siphonin and siphonoxanthin. So this is a dispute for deciding it to be under xanthophyta. But otherwise we are following this classification given by Smith. It is belonging to kingdom Chromista, division Xanthophyta class Xanthophysi, order Vaucheria, family Vaucheriaceae, then genus Vaucheria. Under this we can see different species, like if in the marine environment, like Vaucheria hamata, in the case of terrestrial environment, Vaucheria terrestris, etc. So this is the note for the structure of Vaucheria. Okay, this is a note for the structure of Vaucheria. I have given all the details that I have already explained. It is having a thin outer wall which is less elastic in nature, because in the case of vegetative reproduction we will see that it will be doing vegetative reproduction through fragmentation. For fragmentation, the particular thallus has to break apart. Okay, that will be possible because it is less elastic in nature. Then just like in the case of Spirogera we have discussed, its outer layer is made up of cell wall's outer layer is made up of pectin, and inner layer is made up of cellulose. Inside the filament, vacuole is present. Then filament has a protoplast in between the cell wall and the vacuole. Then it is having nuclei, chromatophores and other organelles. Then chromatophores are elliptical chloroplast, which is having pigments. Yeah, it does not have pigments, but it is having pyrenoids. Okay, these chromatophores, it is having pigments. I'm sorry, it is having pigments, but it is not having pyrenoids. Okay, these are chromatophores are modified or disc-shaped chloroplast that will be having pigments like the pigments that are normally associated with the xanthophysi, like xanthophylls, carotenoids, etc. But it is not having pyrenoids, because normal chloroplast has pyrenoids for storing starch. Okay, here the starch is not stored within the chromatophores but outside as oil droplets. Not starch, the oil droplets is the reserve food. So its pigments are these. Yeah, then we can see oil, which are oil deposits which are seen as colorless droplets in the cytoplasm. That is the reserved food material. So then will be the reproduction in Vaucheria, vegetative, asexual and sexual. This we will see in the upcoming lecture. Till then, you can pause the video and take the notes, and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.